What's up, friends? One of the most highly anticipated matches of the entire season happening here tonight. A match that I think everybody would have anticipated would be taking place somewhere in the upper bracket. If not upper bracket finals, then grand finals, something like that. Maybe one of them gets put through the lower bracket. Both of these teams getting sent to the lower bracket. I don't think anybody would have had this. I don't think anybody would have put money on this. And saying that we even have this as a lower bracket semifinals match, one of these two teams aren't going to be in the grand finals weekend coming up. So, just still completely blows my mind. So here's where we sit. Your number one team in Supernova, completely undefeated through regular season, had only dropped 5 maps in totality through 15 matches played. Get beat. They're in the upper bracket semifinals. Rat Academy coming out swinging. You had to pick one. Supernova going into this was absolutely the safe money bet for the team to make it to grand finals. Extinction right behind them. Extinction dropped 2 series, one seemingly kind of flukish series against Avidity Ice very, very early in the regular season, and then the 5-map banger against Supernova in regular season. And that's the other thing you got to consider here. Last time these two teams met, it went the absolute distance. Now, there is a bit of an asterisk on that, or should I say an Astro-nix on that. But Astro notoriously slept through map 1 the last time these two teams matched up against each other. Slept through Control. We had Trime coming in, who hadn't played Overwatch in 2 weeks. Comes into ring against the most high stakes regular season match for Supernova all season long. So the big asterisk on that map 5 banger is they were missing their tank in the first map. It's absolutely unreal. It's a true stars aligning that both of them got upset. One of them getting upset, okay. But both of them getting upset and both in the upper bracket semis? Yeah, wild. Now, Extinction did have to fight a bit harder against EDM. It took another 5 maps from Extinction to fight their way through here, where Supernova looked like they had a chip on their shoulder. This was also a reverse sweep from Extinction. Extinction came in sluggish into this quarterfinals. And then ended up reverse sweeping EDM. They kind of turned it on, and in map 3, 4, and 5, they just seem to get better and better and better. Where Supernova had no such hiccups. And Sienna Heights looking strong. Sienna Heights absolutely earned that top 5, 6 finish that they got here. So Supernova looking as clean as they did against Sienna Heights, I think are still the favorites here. They did win the head-to-head, albeit in a close one last time these two teams met. And Supernova stayed more consistent, not dropping a random series to a team that didn't make top 8. But we didn't see any of those inconsistencies from Supernova. Going 45-5. They dropped 5 maps in 15 series. They averaged losing 1 map every 5 games. Now that would be like 3 maps per game. That wouldn't count. That'd be 16 maps. So that consistency from Supernova, they have to be your favorites in this matchup. Another fun fact: right before this season started, we saw Haven move from Supernova over to this new Extinction squad. So, coming off the back of the OWCS qualifiers, Haven put up the single best performance in the entirety of that OWCS weekend, then gets snagged away. So then Extinction puts together this incredible roster that they now have. And steal away one of the hottest hit scans in Path to Pro. I think Haven absolutely has the chops. Go OWCS and hang with the best in the net. Painkiller, good to see you. King, appreciate you being here. He says, good luck, Ryan. Good luck, Hanbei and Sugu. This has all the makings of a banger. Nepal randomly chosen for your first map. Supernova banned out a tank here for map 1. Okay, so the tank ban was Supernova. It's a hazard ban out of Supernova right out of the gate. And it's one of the spots where Monkey Happy did seem to have the edge. So hazard, we said that was what? Geno ban? All right, stage is set. Astro is in the lobby. Prize money, bragging rights, and most importantly, a shot at OWCS on the line. Let's get into map 1. So a lot of their Macho matchup last time we had these 2-1. That was in week 7. We're going to get it out of the gate here. Jutsu on the Ash versus Haven on the Sojourn here for control of the bridge to start things off. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. The two Genjis are going to fight on the left-hand side. Jutsu with an interesting position is taking this cross angle position. Now, does have to be careful if Sugu pushes, manages to fight through here, then Jutsu could be in trouble. But it leaves Jutsu a very safe angle to put pressure down onto Monkey Happy. Oh, unfortunately, Ryan gets taken out. This is going to be Sugi with a chance to move on in. Actually moves over to the point instead. First cap going over to Extinction here to start this off on Red. Finds another kill. Picks up Greats in the middle of that. Jutsu gets one on the disengage to take Sugu down, but it's still a regroup here out of Extinction. First fight going to Supernova. First cap going to Extinction, excuse me. First cap as well. Both teams currently running the Lucio auto backline, and that purple on the Grapes could have been detrimental. Fortunately, the Astro Jutsu Company are in full control of the bridge right now. You see shots going down onto the supports. Nano Boost is in, though. Monkey Happy starting to push forward. Rico's still a handful of percentage away. And Astro Purple just backing into a corner. The Nano comes online just in time to bail him out of that corner. This is going to just throw Doritos into the face of Monkey Happy. A little quicker, they might have been a snack. As it stands, it's just a fatal... what is it? A fatal feeding? You know, go with that. Utul says, do you think Haven is going to give it to his former squad? Ooh. There are more former Dreamlanders on Supernova. Oh, fair enough. I mean, it is basically that squad. %35% counting on the board here for Supernova. They've got an Annihilation to work with, and they're just holding the choke here for the moment. Sugu's Blade, I think, is when we got to keep an eye out for. Now, this leaves the decision for Unred. Does Unred go through to match and help Sugu, or try to take the sub area up front? Okay, both teams are going to regroup on this left-hand side. The dash through to Great Purple to boot. Grapes is going to go down. Not a chance to get that sound barrier into the fight. Has to just duck and let the rest of the blade fade, but you know what? If you're Sugu, job done. Finding that opening pick. You end up trading yourself out for Jutsu. Point will flip here for Extinction. Sound barrier from Red. There's the clapback. Here comes Extinction firing forward. It's going to be Supernova firing forward. And my brain has just already flipped the sides on these two teams. Like, I'm already fighting my natural instinct to have Supernova on the left. There's nothing to do with rosters or anything like. It's just like, for some reason, like the blue, like that's the way I had them originally set up. My brain just does not want to go against that. All right, same push. 2 left, 3 center. Here out of Extinction. Nano Boost available for both sides. I may try to split the difference here. Ryan gets purpled as they go in to pull out the blade. Yeah, David easily takes them down. The Nano Boost thrown onto the Sojourn to help bolster this overclock. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade favoring Supernova. With that, they're going to push across. Astro catches David as they're trying to jump over into safety, and a boot from Grapes will secure this point. Supernova will take Sanctum. Oh, I forgot to give y'all Preds. All right, you get super fast Preds. You get super fast Preds. Stick it in with Ramatras here. Ooh, Ryan goes into a little something different. Both teams pulling out the Tracer. Not as much. Actually, it's kind of an interesting point. Probably just more lateral movement to cover for a Tracer on this. Not as safe for a Genji. Good pair of kills here for Hanmei. Now keeping Haven alive here as they move into the back line. Trying to get Grapes. Here comes Unred for the backup. Grapes finds themselves in a 1v3. Supernova does have control of the point. Suzu out to save Haven against the onslaught of Ryan, who's already got a pulse built up. But with Rinko going down, Extinction should be able to flip this point. Astro doesn't want to die. He's going to sit here stall long enough. Jutsu's already got one. Ryan's going to throw the pulse in from this opposite side. Regroups back with the team. Supernova eventually do relinquish control of the point. Continuing rush from Hanmei here up first. Both support holds from Supernova still a little bit away. Annihilation out of Astro and the rest of the team just backing up, trying to get this nano boost, I believe, online and try to re-engage. There's the purple thrown in, the nano ready to go. Not going to use it just yet. Hang on to it. Perhaps throw another jutsu here on this outside. Oh. Patience there with the nano boost. Supernova trying to get in a position. Nice slide from Jutsu to catch Haven as they're trying to fade away. Sound barrier in from Unred. And it just kind of falls a little bit flat. I will say the Unred Shugu move and then get a kill. Grape Sound barrier is also a touch late into this fight. Annihilation for Monkey Happy. Catching the tendrils on a couple of different players, both of which go down. Extinction protect control. I forgot the submissions on this row are like super long. Right, doesn't it pick up that kill onto Unred? Oh, nice shot from Hanmei, and Haven's gonna respond with their own OC. Jumping shot to find Grapes over the top. Nano boost thrown in here in a 3v5 situation for Supernova to try to swing it. No choice with time running out. Astro's gonna deliver a pair of kills to even the odds. Stick will land, no block available. And Astro eats the full brunt of that pulse bomb. 99% of the board, Supernova have activated the overtime. But Jutsu low is not able to push forward too aggressively. Astro just now spawning. We hit the OT. Monkey Happy returning on a wrecking ball to try to secure this. Finds a kill onto Grapes. And the roll through onto Rinko. No move supports left. All that damage permanent onto Jutsu. Extinction will send us over to Village here to decide to take map 1. Can I move the players in the top to the normal place? What do you mean? Like the positioning up top? No, I did that on purpose. I like him a little squeezed in. I think it looks better. A little more negative space on the outside, personally. That was a huge... Oh my goodness! That cooldown for Monkey Happy was enormous. Caught everybody in the Ravenous Vortex. Ends up with a great opening pick. And this will turn into a first cap. And you do lose a couple of players. Not flawless here for Extinction, but man. That was indeed a very Ravenous Vortex out of Monkey Happy. So we get the Astro Winton. Winton's in chat. Here we go. Actually, I have a Ramatra emote now as well. 25% counting on the board. Only about 2/3 of the way to ultimates. Monkey Happy is going to push up to the front corner, just trying to drive everybody away. He doesn't want to just turtle up in the back. He's going to claim some space. A lot of damage in on the Astro, and even that anti-nade's not going to be able to save them. Another great Vortex pulls Grapes down to Earth, and 6 feet under it, as a matter of fact. So 43% counting on the board, and 2 fight wins here out of Extinction. Ryan does have a pulse there. And you can see Astro prioritizing here to get Ryan in position. Take up some space here on the objective. Try to get Ryan within striking distance for that pulse bomb, but Rinko is down, and so it's a quick disengage. Supernova don't want to draw off this fight anymore. Just back out, get their on, and back into this fight. Monkey Happy playing on a very aggressive angle on this side. I didn't necessarily forget to close it. It's just my mod from EMEA, for some reason, had the submission time on, like, an enormous amount. I can end the submissions manually. Wait, what the hell's going on with my... Okay, never mind. Whatever. I'll do it in a second. 99 overtime fight. I'm trying to do too much at once. We got a nano boosted jutsu on the battlefield. God, I don't know. Sergeant, so I missed it. Fortunately, well, as we go off of Astro, Astro gets 3. Supernova will flip this point at 99%. All right, let's see if I can figure out what my issue is here. There we go. Yeah, Monkey Happy is definitely a next up take. I mean, this is a big test going up against Astro, though. No doubt. Oh, Graves gonna have sound barrier down with no health left. That was a literal one, sound barrier. Haven's gonna pick up a couple with an OC, and then there's a Dragon Blade on this point. Graves returns to finish off Sugu. Bit of a parting gift here from Supernova. And it might be just the opening to get them back in this. Trying to get back to this point. The 99, they can't quite make it. Woo! Okay, I take it back. I take it back. Kiri made it. And there's a ball back in, but Haven is cutting down each one of these Supernova players that tries to keep the yellow bar alive. The Wrath of Haven is too much to deal with. That'll be 4 on the board. You gonna give me the ace? Nope, Monkey Happy will steal the ace. Extinction will steal the map. They're gonna start us off with a 1-0 lead here in your lower bracket semifinals. Well, that's the kicker. I feel like Supernova have looked more consistent throughout this season. Even with Chime and Boat no longer really here. All right, map 2 pick here out of Supernova. We're going to Route 66. They are going to stay on the right-hand side. What you banning out? What you banning out? All right, I just had too many tabs going. I had to, like, trim down a bit. Let's slow me down. All right, Supernova, what you banning? What you banning? Okay, you're going to ban a support. Haven, go. Yeah, Haven, it really is. Really is just... Haven is just him. I mean, I'm telling you. Oh, sure, I'm sorry. Wait, actually, no, the submission period was set right. It was just Twitch acting up. Oh, no, it was set for... Okay, there it is. It was... A different one was set for 30 minutes. 2 minutes should be plenty. All right, so I got some stats from map 1. I mean, stats don't really get much closer than that, y'all. A few extra kills for Sugu. You know, Sugu and Haven both. But even, like, the damage difference between Haven and Jutsu isn't that much. 3 more Elans, 1 fewer death. I mean, it's super close. Monkey Happy and Astro with the same elims, 1 fewer death for Monkey Happy. All right, we're getting loaded into map 2. Route 66 picked here from Supernova. Let's go take a look at those bans before we get into the map. When you said it was a support band out of Supernova, it was the Lucio band. Now we're going to get the Winston band from Extinction. With that Winston band out, Astro is showing us a diva. So with the Juno Brig backline, the Torb setup here alongside the Ash as well. So a little bit of interesting DPS lineup. Astro does stick with the diva here. Jutsu also matching the Ash, so neither team pulling out the Sojourn. And we do get the Genji to try to help steal away this high ground. The full Big Earl setup, nobody on the outer pathway. Bionade on the Monkey Happy, but they've got the leap to get out. Not under any serious pressure, but you do buy this first corner here if you're Supernova with that nade. Ryan poking along the outside. Gotta always be wary of Haven on this high ground. I mean, 2 hits of the mouse could just end your attack right there. Almost dead onto the auto. Coach gun up as Haven's been forced out off the high ground. Astro's still battling it out up here. Here comes Grapes leaping off the cart. Get up to the top. Jutsu getting more and more ground to work with. Yeah, doesn't want to get too close. You see, he's avoiding the range of Monkey Happy, able to coach gun away. Monkey Happy now finds himself surrounded. Getting punished, doesn't make it to the Mega. Overextends, trying to find that pick onto Jutsu, onto Haven. No, it was onto Jutsu. God. That was right the first time. Demons trying to make miracles happen. Sugu's able to dash through 1. The swift step shut down, though. Won't find any more than that. We're getting a point on the board with nearly 5 minutes in the bank here for Supernova. Nektochi says, this is the bardiest burner in America ever. Hard to disagree with that. Hard to argue. Hard to argue. We're going to be looking for a Nano Engage. So the Astro perhaps try to get onto Unred in the back line. Or just dominate the tank duel. And of course, there's the Tried and True Classic. Nano Blade is also available here from Supernova to work with. Right, trying to go to the high ground. It's Extinction who pulled the trigger on the ultimates first. The Nano Blade does come out. Was dashing in looking for the Juno. They're able to hide in that rally for a moment. But neither that nor the Orbital will keep Hanbei alive. Suga does a good job of chasing out the rest of Supernova, though. You end up with just Ryan and Astro were left in. So first minute eaten off the clock here. Attacker's starting to get some ultimates for this next fight. Or a couple more ultimates this next fight. We had 3 spit in the previous. It's gonna be Battle of the Ashes here on this one. Bop thrown in, headshot lands onto the Juno. Nice shot, takes Sugu out of the fight too. Jutsu with consecutive headshots and will break this open with a great bomb and some killer accuracy. Full rotation around, and Haven's going to toss their own Mr. Butler into the mix. But Ryan's going to find Unred. The rotation is not clean out of Extinction. The bomb was slept long enough for Ryan to find the pick. Deflect user protecting the downpour. Jutsu is hit from it and deleted. Things getting messy here on the backside. Ryan against the ledge. Monkey Happy is able to find a pair, and Extinction draws Supernova into a bloodbath here on the corner. Not a lot for Supernova to work with and try to crack this open, and it's just a rally here at the moment. It's been so tough. You know, you try to deal with the pain of Monkey Happy and Sugu. Whoop, okay. As I say that, Supernova very easily deal with the pain of Monkey Happy and Sugu. They're able to get them split up. In a spot where Haven cannot provide cover, the supports cannot get sight lines. And that was the opening that Supernova had been looking for nearly 4 minutes. The orbital on this point could be nasty, but what a nade! Rico's able to hit two with it. Hanbei will not survive the drop onto point. The blade comes out, a red already dead. Ren gets the deflect and gets Sugu down. Looking for the finish. The cleanup is good. 2 back-to-back fight wins from Supernova. And suddenly they go from being stopped, just dead in their tracks, to cruising at 6th gear. Moving their way into the warehouse here for point C. Blade here from the high ground. Rink will not land the sleep. Well-timed dash to avoid that cooldown. Ryan stuck in the corner. Self-destruct. Oh, I don't know if the pilot lead is going to make it back into this one. Nope, not a chance. Monkey Happy holding on, well, on top of the monkey perch. We often see a Winston does get forced out. Beautiful rally, and Monkey Happy cannot get back to the safety. Their escape route completely cut off there by Grapes. Does this start the dominoes fall? Bob tossed in, make this a 6v4. Astro swapping over to Ramatra to make this push down the long stretch of point C. Monkey Happy has returned into the fight, but Astro's able to move up, grab Mega Control. Almost single-handedly forcing 2 back there, but You say that, and you've got Ryan pushing up the middle. Jutsu sitting up on this high ground as well. That's the downpour. Is the coach gonna get out of it? No casualties. Beautifully done. Great expectations and anticipations there out of Supernova. Ryan now receives the nano boost. Trying to go take far left side while Jutsu puts in shots from the far right. But with the rally up, the defense is holding 5 strong for now. Monkey happy. Trying to control Astro, not allow easy access into those squishies. Makes a move, takes a dive in to go for the back line. Here comes the orbital ray over the Mega to try to back it up. Jutsu's already found one in this exchange, but is low and will get finished off. Monkey happy looking to isolate a couple of targets in that small room. A rotation from Supernova up to the top of the truck. 10 seconds remain with the Mega stolen away. Monkey happy's gonna move in and pick up 2 on Bay. Finishing off the ladder. Astro does secure 1 kill at the very end, and we have the OT burden. Annihilation up, but Astro just feels alone and by themselves up here. Not even able to keep contest going. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Yes, totally. Close spawn, high ground defense. Heyman does pull off the Soch heading on the attackers. You do just get a little extra mobility. The slide on a shorter cooldown than the coach gun. So it's a little better close range as well. Kind of allow you, it gives you more options on being aggressive. But right now, it is just a death ball here from Extinction as they slowly but surely try to make their way past the side. And they're getting cut down because Jutsu was uncontested on that high ground. Just had free shots down into that barrel. Fight number 2. 1 minute eating off the clock. Sugu just over to deal with Astro on the side, trying to open up some space. Monkey happy using that space to try to press in on Jutsu in this backline. Now, one thing to note here is there is no Lucio, no Brick. I mean, this is an Ana alongside a Kiri. Well, I mean, Rico apparently doesn't need protection, as you can see. Rico's just a DPS and supports clothing. Army mateys. Because Rico's in pirate clothing. Kitsune Rush, Bob available from this defense. Extinction, I mean, the closest they've got Sugu on Blade. Monkey Happy is just behind that here with the downpour, but nothing currently available. Bob toss it from Jutsu here for the start. I thought with the dash up, we might see a Blade on the back of that. But Supernova stay conservative with their ultimates here. They don't want to invest too heavy. Just the right amount. You know, not too much, not too little. Just the right amount to win the team fight. It's gonna be a continued rush out of Supernova for this one. Still no ultimates on live for Extinction as we hit the 90-second mark. Monkey Happy just now getting the downpour as they leap away. Very low Haven has to dash backwards. That sleep landed, but it's still not gonna stop Rico or Ryan from getting work done. Sugu at least is able to pick up a couple. It's a beautiful blade to get two. Make it three. Sugu not a duel. Rico takes it. Lands the nade. He's making Supernova sweat here, though. Sugu might have just broken this thing. The can opener of Big Earls. It's a bit of a race back. It's a race to who can get control of the top of Big Earls. Now, Gaffy has been forced off. Because Astro is going to get her back in time and is now trying to get aggressive. Good nade in. Sugu at 1 health. Dashes under, but Jutsu finds the finish. Jutsu position on this far side, rotating around through main. Cutting off Monkey Happy inside, create a 2v1. Monkey Happy's able to back away, but has 24 seconds to regroup with the rest of Extinction to mount an attack. Extinction at least have an ult advantage for the first time on this attack. Namely, Haven's got overclock and there's nothing on the other side. There's the push in onto the point. Monkey Happy will start the OT. Bionade lands on to Astro. Ryan diving down the back line. Haven is the one to kill right now. Leaps up onto Big Earls, pops the OC. Here comes Ryan in pursuit, trying to keep Haven marked. Haven's going to drop back down to the low ground. Good headshot's going to chalk down that health bar. We're going to see some dance moves coming out of Astro trying to stay alive. Meanwhile, the nade has kept Ryan very low on health. Oh, and Jutsu's there for the backup. Jutsu takes your Monkey Happy and Haven. And that will stop this card. Jutsu will save this defense and put Supernova on the board. We're going to be tied up at 1-1 after 2. Oh, Pirate Grandma gets to play the game. Nice. All right, Rico, I see you there to play the game. Sugu. Support band coming in from Extinction and an Esperanca pick. Esperanca pick. They're also going to start us off on the right-hand side. Let's take a look at some stats from map 2. I need to blow my nose real quick. Sorry about that. Considering how close map 1 was, this was a runaway performance here from Astro and Supernova. Jutsu actually leading the server in damage at 12k and 1, as a matter of fact. Astro not far behind. Astro had most elims and fewest deaths. Let's go check in on our other match taking place. Dilducks with a 1-0 lead, but got stopped short of point C. Here, also playing Route 66 for map 2. Also playing Nepal for map 1. All right, let's check our bans here for map 3. We said it was a support ban out of Extinction. So their ban is Button Altheana for us here. Supernova going back into the blue. with a Ramatra ban. So specifically going after a Monkey Happy here. Trying to keep Astro on top in this tank duel. All right, all set up. So who's going to take the lead here in your lower bracket semifinals? Boom. Varga versus Hazard here for map 3. Wait, you put in 500 points, you got 90K? What? What a return. Oh yeah, so it was like 99% to 1. If you're down, it means you're about to win big. I hope that's true. 2v2 left here in an explosive opening fight for Esperanca. Just Grapes left with no help. Sugu will find that kill. That was not Sugu Puff. Extinction with control of the bot after a bloody opening engagement. Nice push in conjunction with the shots from Haven to find the crucial pick on Rinko to start this second fight. Still, Astro's gonna try to loop up and grab some high ground, but is completely separated from the rest of the team. Monkey Happy positioned directly in between everybody. Taking a lot of damage, but with the pulse in the middle, Astro's gonna fall. Monkey Happy finds Grapes in that exchange, and Extinction will find the checkpoint. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Hey, easy come, easy go. I appreciate it, Legola. I appreciate the crowd participation. This is a continued rush out of Extinction, but Jutsu had already picked up one. High ground quickly taken away. Monkey Happy's going to throw in a downpour on Astro alone, popping the cardiac overdrive, hoping it'll be enough. It will not. That was, I don't know how I ended up on that pop. Beautiful downpour. And Extinction have won yet another fight in a row. This map has been nothing but Extinction. The opening fight was super close, went down to a 2v2, but hasn't really been such since. Downpour, Consuming Rush, Pulse have all been invested here at Extinction. Only the rally available thus far coming from Supernova, but Ryan Grapes there with a great opener. And Supernova right now hoping that Maddie's statement is true. And if you're down, it just means you're about to win big. Well, Supernova were quite down here early in this map, and that's a big fight win. Send this bot back the other direction. Still 113-meter deficit to overcome. AST Design says, by the way, Malga got nerfed. Malga got nerfed into the dirt, too. Like, I thought there'd be no shot we saw any Malga after that, for real. Ryan trying to sneak in to steal the high ground. It's actually the orbital ray to try to push Supernova over this line. Jutsu's able to find Monkey Happy, dodge onto the poles. Jutsu comes up with another. I mean, just right in the thick of everything, too. Jutsu wasn't like just sitting on the high ground, all safe and cozy. No, it was right down in the thick of the action there. 3-piece for Jutsu, Ryan with a couple. Second fight win in a row from Supernova. Whoa, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Clear, I appreciate you being here as well. We got some legends in for this matchup. I mean, it's a legendary matchup. Astro with a complete whiff onto that cage. Fight considering much sound barrier investment comes in from Extinction. Mwah! And my voice just goes to shit. The old investment pays off. The Extinction do find that kill in a Jutsu, and it just, I mean, really kept Supernova quiet here through this fight. They even denied a checkpoint. Astro's able to fight unread. Goes in, not able to land the critical, but does get the stop of the damage onto Haven. The rally does not keep Grapes alive through it, though. Astro still has a couple players left to take down. Feels like this has just been an incredible one-man army that is Astro as they just smash Sugu into next week. Sugu's got an Astro-sized footprint on their back right now. I'm gonna say, where's Monkey Happy? Monkey Happy survived through all that, yeah. We got Cover hanging out in chat too? Yeah, just all the tank legends showing up. Downpour coming in, he's gonna catch Astro. Cardiac, no way you survive. I don't care how many cardiac overdrives you got. I don't care if that thing was launch cardiac, you weren't gonna survive that one. Yeah, that was my thoughts exactly on it. Checkpoint required. Haven with the high ground. How do you take it away? Haven with this overclock. Because they're able to just sit and hold the carbon. If they wanted to, could see Extinction try to make a push and take the high ground away with this. But with such a massive lead and 3.5 minutes to go, I mean, Extinction feel very content just to sit and wait. Let this clock burn down for a minute. Once they push forward, it does open up a little bit of space for Ryan to try to find room to use this pulse. He's gotten Haven down low, and with the help from Astro, will actually take the overclock off the battlefield. Hanbei does respond, once again, putting up numbers in that kill feed. The Hanbei just so ruthless from this backline. We did see Astro finally come off the Maga, go over into their own hazard to try to match Monkey Happy. But I think this is exactly what Extinction want as far as the tank matchup. Now, this particular fight not going their way. Five-minute cage for that. Wait, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate the follow. Dropping Haven some love. High ground, Kitsune Rush. Ooh, stops his car, jumped out. It's a trade. Astro's in a lot of trouble. You see the damage coming from the high ground. Haven was throwing it so much. Gets position up top, finds Jutsu after the fact as well. Dude is going a bit ham. The dude is going a bit ham. Okay, Monkey Happy, calm down. I love the hazard voice lines. Like, let's see how Sugu wants to sit up for this blade. Trying to get window. Jutsu's not really watching. Jutsu seems hyper focused up on that high ground at the moment. And Sugu with some room to work. Okay, he's going to actually just back out. We're headed back up to the high ground. Conservative approach, just leaving Monkey Happy down low to anchor. I think they were reading there might be a rotation in from Supernova, but Supernova just putting all their attention right down Main Street. Trying to find Monkey Happy. The deflect will fend off the downpour. Monkey Happy with a simple dodge, but you do get the sound barrier out. Supernova can't be too mad at that. Now comes Jutsu in with an overclock and no sound barrier to stop it. Slides out of the way to the downpour. Nice point blank kill on to Sugu, and that's why you bring a Sojourn right there. Bit of a duel. Finds the dude. Jutsu showing us they got their own chops. Also, I love the aesthetic. Honestly, I love the aesthetic. The white Spitfire skin, the away Spitfire skin with the emerald gun. Looks good. Looks good. Now, with that beautiful stop earlier, Extinction still have to wait for this 10 seconds. This is going to give time for Sugu to set up for this blade. You see him trying to take window? Why do you disengage? Were you expecting a rotation, anticipating a rotation? Maybe it's just the threat of Jutsu. No, they're going to rotate on their own right. Sugu wants to go take the high ground. They're going to try to pincer in the Supernova down low, but Grapes does have the rally up, and everybody just kind of huddles up around this checkpoint. Oh, whip shot threading the needle to pick up Sugu. The blade gets absolutely nada. The block continues to march. Supernova in control, have a couple of ults to work with, including an orbital ray. Kitsune Rush, OC coming out here from Extinction and try to stop this card. This map's going to one final fight. It's a rotation down to the low ground. Kind of flipping this map on its head. Here comes the Kitsune as well as the overclock. Pulse into the back is not going to land. Haven trying to find the targets, but the orbital is just keeping Supernova alive through the thick of this mess. Ryan and Rinko actually coming up with two. The Pulse may have gotten a stick, but it might have just started the snowball rolling down the mountain. And Supernova are going to surf that thing all the way into a 2-1 lead. With overtime spawns, I don't see any shot they make it back. Here comes the Lucio. Can Unred get to the cart in time? It does! We might get another final fight. Unred does go down. Haven goes down. Nope, that's going to do it. Supernova will take the map. What a comeback. What a comeback. They go down 100, what did I say, 117? 117 to nothing there in the very beginning. An 8-minute and 30-second cap. Okay, excuse me. Like a minute and 30-second cap. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining when Extinction actually get that checkpoint on the board. Unreal. Nino Bagadon. Thank you for the follow. Try to come in and drop some fake news. Chime it in. King, thank you for the follow. Also here supporting Rinko. Rinko's got a lot of love in chat. Love to see it. Love to see the support, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Suravasa Peck coming through from Extinction here for map number 4. Let's go, Steven, Roger, Dylan, Ryan, and Colin. Yep, chimes on a first name basis with these players. It's no big deal. Honestly clear. I mean, it was a 117 to nothing lead. And I mean, Supernova didn't exactly win every single team fight from there on out, but they never gave up any more meterage. Tank Band coming through from Extinction here for map 4. Take a look at some stats from map 3. I mean, the stats look pretty dominant. The stats look pretty darn dominant. Twin Salty! Jesse, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good stream. Twin Salty knows more about Collegiate than I think everybody I've met. So in tune with the Collegiate scene. And a hell of a damn good caster. Thank you so much for the raid. Big shout out, Twin Salty. Okay. This means, I'm guessing it's, yep, time to close out some Preds. Let's get y'all some more up there. Boom, boom. Boom. All right, thank you, copyright free music, but it's time for some Suravasa. Yes, thank you, Twitch. I know I have to confirm the press. How many times have I clicked do not show this again? Come on. Come on, Twitch. All right, let's take a quick look at those bans before we get into Suravasa. We said it was a tank ban from Extinction. It's the ball being banned out. Torb ban from Supernova. I wonder if this is just a tank protect. I mean, that's kind of how it feels. I mean, we've definitely seen Astro Ball before. Astro has a mean Wrecking Ball. So, and actually for Flashpoint, never mind. Actually, this is probably a legit ban. All right, let's get into map 4. Uni, thank you for the follow. I appreciate everybody being here. What a banger match. What an awesome, awesome matchup. Rinko back into Pirate Grandma. Jutsu back into the Yana. Oh, excuse me, the Ashe. So we are going to get in this interesting duel. We've seen the Ashe v Ashe, and kind of talked about how the Sojourn can be better, you know, particularly against the flankers coming in. You can see a lot of damage poured into Ryan to help mark that far left-hand side. You know, Jutsu on the Ashe can struggle to do some of that, but you do get a little more of this kind of long-range pick potential. You see a couple of shots landing here. Keeping Extinction on that far stairwell side. This is going to allow Supernova presence and looking like a first cap, although they've lost Rinko. Where, Monkey Happy just go on the longest rotation ever? Chime says spec Riot. All right, you got it, Chime. Let's get some Riot spec in here. Try to hold on to this point. Probably a little late for the Riot Pov. Ooh, a banger 3-2 for Sienna Heights over Cumberland. Oh, I bet that was an awesome match. Monkey Happy just kind of looked like they got a little hyper-focused trying to find that kill, overextend a bit. Astro's going to come up with 2. So Extinction get a little bit of percentage on a win, but once again, it's flipped right back over. Neither team able to really hold on to the point for any extended period of time yet. Ryan with the pulse. Using those ears. You see rotating around trying to figure out where Shugu. Perhaps, yep, blink it up to the inside. He was definitely using the ears on that one. Tries to land the pulses. Everybody's falling off the back of the point. Kitsune was thrown in, but the pulse kind of forced everybody off of that high ground, so nobody's really able to take advantage of it. Astro's going to pursue the 3 squishies down low. Isolates Haven with a nice little juggle into that side room. That is so difficult to do. Haven making, Astro making that look easy. But juggling somebody into the window like that can be so tough. Sound barrier now, Alpha Unred just gets themselves. Solo sound barrier off in Narnia for Unred? What was this? Rinko comes up with 2, and this is just a wild team fight. I mean, I don't know if there was a fat finger from Unred if it got bubbled, but I mean, there weren't even very many reinforcements left for Extinction. I think it was just Unred and Grapes left at that point. We're gonna go with that was a fat finger. Like that had to just be just a good old-fashioned fat finger. Sugu was seeming just clean sights all the way back down to the Ana. Do you think Jutsu wiggles his toes after every headshot kill? That's a fun thought. Almost got it on to run red, but hey, the body shot's enough for Graves to follow up. There's a headshot kill. Jutsu's toes are wiggling something fierce right now. Good first fight comes out from Supernova. Ryan from the O. Damn right. All right, I probably saw more Ryan Pov. 80% towards this pulse. In a bit of a duel with Sugu. Will actually get control. Sugu just moves in to regroup. Ryan's just going to stay on him like a bad smell. Sugu cannot seem to wash it off. There's the kill. The follow-up is good. And an Unread on fire goes on to the point to meet a similar fate. Astro's going to melt them down with the tase. Supernova are in complete control right now. Extinction are looking a little disheveled. The monkey happy Winston. Get some Wintons in chat. I mean, perfect timing, honestly, as Monkey Happy makes this swap. You're seeing into the future there, Matty. Supernova and the Virgin going up 2-0 here on match point. Overclock out from Haven, coming from the far side, looking for a cross angle. They've lost Hanbei in this. Most damage is going to be permanent. Ryan's able to get one with the pulse. Ryan with a nano boost. In a bit of a duel. Haven goes down. Astro's there to pick it up. Still 2 left on this point, including Sugu on the Tracer. Pulse bomb not going to land. Astro able to dodge. The focus on the Sugu is good. With only Lucio healing, it's just not enough sustain. Supernova will move up 2-0. Yeah, they get the Palace spawn, too. What a brilliant spawn. Extinction were really hoping for Temple up top, but nope. Supernova able to just backpedal a few meters and set up shop here for a nice defender's advantage. They've got Kitsune and Primal to work with. It's just this Kitsune rush being tossed in by Hanbei now. Hanbei has been absolutely lethal here in the Curie roll all day. Pops in to save Monkey Happy, who's managed to find a peg, jump back in the bubble, trying to save their life through this critical, leaving Sugu out a little exposed. Hanbei does turn on the pick to Ryan. The moment I look away, Hanbei finds a kill. Hanbei now in touch trouble's going to swift step over to a low Haven. Primal invested here from Astro to not give over this very important first control. Got the boom, couldn't quite get the follow-up on Unread. Unread sneaking out just before that jump comes online. Grapes is able to find Haven, and Supernova now have the presence. Still, Monkey Happy doesn't want to give it over that easily. Gonna bubble in, sound barrier invested, but what is your target? With the anti-nade, Monkey just Happy has no one to jump onto. They're forced right back off at this point, and Supernova's got it. It's Haven onto the Tracer with Sugu has moved on to the Soj. So we got a little bit of a role swap here from the DPS line of Extinction. Don't really see Haven on Tracer very often. This is feeling a little desperate. You got Ryan on your case. Ryan's going to blink back to port. Recall forced out. Swift step over. Nano onto Astro. Re-engaging. Rinko's already able to find one. It looked like it was a full jump into the backline, and Rinko's just completely unbothered. Had their back turned to Monkey Happy. Supernova win a fight. Gong of death. 25%. Less than 10 seconds between them and the lower bracket finals. Bob throwing on the point. 6v5. Unread in a bit of trouble. Not able to sneak it on that side. Can anybody get to this point? It's a Primal used out of Monkey Happy just to make it happen. Unread will not make it. Haven gets cut down. No chance to use the pulse. Graves with the Consider Rush on the point. The Suzu, the nade that cleans all the health in the world for Supernova. Graves lands the headshot. Let the celebrations commence. Supernova will win it out. It only took them 4 maps this time. The Battle of the Juggernauts falls in the way of Supernova. We get Ryan with the good battle in chat. Outstanding series. But Supernova really took over. I mean, it was that turn on Esperanca. That's where it all started. That's where it all turned around. Extinction got so far on that map, had such an enormous lead, came out so explosive. Monkey Happy in particular came out so explosive. And they just could not hold the lead. Let's get that point on the board. Some stats here from map 4. Astro with only one death there in that map. Came back with a vengeance. I mean, quite the vengeance. Look at Astro's damage compared to everybody else in the lobby. Good Lord. Wow. And I've said it before. I think Astro has one of, if maybe not the best hazard in an A. And then we see the Winston prowess on display there in map 4. Great series. Supernova moving on. Supernova moving on. Let's check in on Rat Academy Dildux. Well, I'm not sure where they're at. We'll give them a second. God, I'm still catching my breath from this one. Unbelievable. Big congrats to Supernova. Big congrats. A heartbreaker for Extinction. A heartbreaking into the end of the season for Extinction. They wanted a shot at those promotion relegation matches. Really is painkiller. Really is sad that both of these teams ended up in lower bracket. It really is. A heartbreaker for Extinction. Oh. Big congrats. Big congrats to Supernova. Big congrats to Supernova. We will see them this weekend. Hey, man, you know what? We've got some awesome next ups currently battling it out there in the upper bracket final. So, I mean, I have to agree with the sentiment. I would love to have seen both of these two teams able to compete in the OWCSPR matches. I would love to have seen that, right? I mean, God, it's Haven's just too good. That whole team, Haven and Sugu both, and then Monkey Happy, like the rise of Monkey Happy. I mean, yes. I mean, well, I have no doubt we'll see Extinction there. It's just, this was not their time. But you've got some awesome next ups. That we will see this weekend. On either Dildux or Radicad. However, whichever side. I mean, we're going to see both this weekend. Because we'll have lower bracket finals as well as grand finals on the main stream on Sunday. So that'll be on the Overwatch esports stream on Sunday. I will be casting that alongside Kenobi. Oh, Sir Handogo, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. From some of the biggest, baddest players in the seed. I mean, just to fans and everything in between. So I mean, just friends supporting. Up to, I mean, like, legends of the scene that I'm a fan of. Like, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. I mean, what an awesome match. Let's see if we can get a score here from Dildux Radicad. Let's see what he said. Dildux took map 1. Radicad took map 2. Dildux took map 3. So Dildux do have the 2-1 lead. And they're just a minute into Coliseum. Whew. God, man, I'm out of breath both figuratively and literally from that match. My goodness. I gotta say, though, I mean, Supernova looks so clean those last couple maps. Looks so clean. Everybody from Supernova looks so good. Yeah, I get to cast it. I'm gonna be casting those the grand finals weekend, grand finals day. It'll be losers bracket and grand finals for EMEA and NA. Will all be taking place on Sunday. So, yeah, I can't wait, Maddie. I'm honestly kind of flabbergasted that I'm going to get to be on the mainstream. That's a first. And I'm just straight flabbergasted.